What is up, guys? I'm back here again with another NBA 2K16 my career mode, and let's just shoot around for a little bit. And let's start our first NBA game, the Cavaliers versus the Chicago Bulls. Let's go.
All right. You all know why we're here and what we came to do this year. This is only the beginning of a very long season, but Game 1 means just as much as Game 82. Now, we have some new faces here that I really expect to make an impact for us this season. We've already seen flashes of what they can do for us, but I expect all of you to go out there and execute just like we did in camp. Ain't no more excuses. It's time to get serious. If we play our brand of basketball, there's no telling where this team can go. So get out there, get warm, and let's go win this game.
All right, the first NBA game.
This is something I've been waiting for my entire life. And to be honest, I'm a little bit nervous. But I know this is where I belong. So I just gotta get out there and do what I was born to do. I hope I can make my family proud.
Alright, in the last video, if you didn't watch it, we got drafted 25th or 24th to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Not the team that I would expect to play for, but hey, let's go.
At the small forward position, standing 6'8", number 3, Doug McDermott. Starting at the other forward position, at 6'9", number 22, Taj Gibson.
I'm gonna go ahead and skip this.
Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We've got an Eastern Conference battle ready to get rolling, and the Chicago crowd wants some love from their Bulls. Here, matched up against Cleveland, is how they'll kick off the new season. They were dominated last year, not a good matchup for them, going 1-3 in the season series.
Yeah, and they're hoping for a better showing against this club this season. Last year, they came out on the losing end.
And, you know, with two teams in the upper pyramid.
All right, let's go. All right.
The first official NBA appearance from Carroll.
You know, he's a great young player and even a better young man. So personally, I couldn't be happier for him. I know he's thinking about the game, but I hope he's able to take a moment to just enjoy this accomplishment.
Well said, and I hope so too. I mean, as a player, you want to stay even-keeled, but it's almost impossible. I mean, there's just so much that you've gone through to reach this point. It has to be emotional.
And for the Bulls, Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. And it's Mirotic in at the 3 spot. And for Cleveland, Carroll in at shooting guard. LeBron James is out there with Mozgov. And it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Jefferson in at the small forward.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Back to Rose. He kicks it to Gasol. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That one on Mozgov. So many people overlook Pau Gasol prior to last season. Seemed to think that Clark, he was past his prime.
Well, he was a starter in the All-Star game, and a huge reason the Bulls played as well as they did. It was a big season for him. A lot of GMs shaking their head for not going harder after him.
Free throw good, Gasol.
You know, and with Pau Gasol, it was weird to think that the Lakers were just so ready to let him go and move on.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Noah comes in for Taj Gibson. And it's Etuan Moore checking in for Butler. And then for Cleveland, Channing Frye's checked in for James. Shumpert comes in for Jefferson. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving.
And with the skill set that Pau has and the year he had, there's no telling how long he can play at a high level. Again, one of those guys that never been reliant on the athletic ability to have an impact.
And Carroll gets it.
Let's go.
And a momentous
Yeah.
as that basket represents the very first official NBA scoring tabulation from Carroll.
Yeah, and you know, he can relax a little bit now. That first one is in the books. It won't be the biggest bucket he makes in his life, but man, it may be the most memorable.
I think you may be right about that. No matter how many thousands of them he winds up with, he'll never forget that first one.
Well, with Free Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready, and he's putting a lot at risk for every year he stays in school when he could be on the NBA clock.
And here we see the debut of Freak, the kid from Harlem. His first time on an NBA floor. And Clark, it's a moment that he's worked very hard to achieve, and his family has got to be proud.
Extremely so, Kevin. It's been a long journey for him, but every level along the way, he's found success. High school phenom, playing for a college championship. I wouldn't bet against this kid on anything when it comes to basketball.
That's good for Moore.
And no doubt last season the Bulls were clearly preparing for the playoffs. They played their rookies but added a lot of playoff seasoned veterans to that roster.
Come on, don't make it, man. Come on, don't make it. Don't make it. Ah, dang. All right.
Working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. We know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion.
I'm going to pause it real quick. Now, if you hear me mumbling, I'm going to be eating. So, yeah. I know it's very unprofessional, but...
There's the dish to Rose. This one for 3. Rebound by Dellavedova.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Carroll with the 3. The shot is off. Great
dang, man.
From Noah. They play the clock right, they can go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Mirotic has a wide open look. Shot is off. And
I'm a
Cleveland the other way
freaking
now.
D, man.
Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Dellavedova. Deflects the pass. To the paint. 1 second separating the shot clock in game.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Here's Fry. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Cavaliers ahead. They lead by 3. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment.
Okay, guys, let's focus and get down to business. Now, here's a few things I took away from the first half. For the most part, we played an intelligent first half. Our passing has been crisp. We haven't given the ball away, and that's big because we can't afford turnovers. Those will kill us. One big reason to be encouraged is the scoring we got off turnovers. There's nothing that'll lift a team up like good defense leading to offense, and that's just the kind of lift we could use. Okay, one more thing. A smooth flow to the second half is just what we're looking for. Let's keep things moving, but not at some kind of breakneck pace. We know we're up against a tough team tonight. Let's show them we're just as tough.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
What a game for LeBron. 15 points and a pair of blocks to go along with those.
And he's been standing tall when they needed.
Bulls trail by 3. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So for Chicago right now, Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. And it's McDermott in at the small forward position.
And for Jimmy Butler, so much improvement over his young career, especially as a shooter. Rookie year, he shot just 18% from 3. Last season, he shot 38% from there.
For Chicago, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
You know, Kevin, they would love to post a similar percentage again this season. I mean, I think that's safe to say they'd love to shoot free throws as well as they did a year ago.
Don't let him shoot.
Getting back to Jimmy Butler's shooting, he looks fantastic with his form now. He's worked so much on his mechanics, as you know, Greg. So much dedication, and that hard work has really begun to pay off.
And you know what? Jimmy Butler should serve as an example for so many young players of what can be accomplished.
Trail by 3.
With a tremendous work ethic. I mean, this is a guy that shot the ball well from behind the arc, 83% from the free throw line. And you wonder, given this young man's fortitude, just how much higher those percentages go and how much better he can become. Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it doesn't count, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Irving dishes to James. The turnaround. The rebound by Gibson.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Over to the left wing. McDermott, no one around him. It's good this time.
Come on, guys, man.
McDermott's got it all tied up now.
Score, man. Make it 44. I'm trail by 3, 2. That
Thompson sets the pick for Smith. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And one thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offensive glass. Was top 5 in that category last year, despite playing less than 27 minutes a game. Does a terrific job with anticipation of the carom and uses his gigantic wingspan to just go up and reel it in. Terrific motor and nose for the glass.